Okay, so I'm back with the second reading vlog on A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, and this one we're reading the second book, obviously Good Girl, Bad Blood. So I just finished chapter 5, and so we kind of went over her podcast and how she started that and kind of how it was going, and it just blew up, made her kind of famous, I guess. So now people are wanting a season 2, and she's obviously not planning for a season 2 right now. That's where that's at. And then we had so the mystery's just now starting, and Connor's brother has gone missing, and he's asking Pip to help find him, which she's not really excited to be doing, and she doesn't really want to do it. Right now she said no to helping, but obviously we have a whole book on another mystery, so I'm sure she's gonna help, but you can't blame her for not wanting to, obviously, with what happened with her life last time she intervened in a mystery. So we'll see how this whole thing goes with, Connor's brother and the mystery that unfolds and unravels here. And I think she's gonna go ask the police to kind of investigate further, so we'll see how that goes. I'll update you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back with my second update. I just read chapter 8, and so we kind of found out about some Connor mysteries happening a little bit. So I do think he was in a relationship, is what I'm guessing, the person who was texting him and he get all excited. I don't think it's Nat De Silva. I think everyone else doesn't think that either, except for, his parents, whatever. I also don't think it's Nat De Silva. I think it's secretive. Maybe my only guess would be I don't know, maybe a guy or something, because he's being really weird about it, and he said he's always had a crush on Nat, so maybe it's a guy. I don't know. And then maybe Nat and Naomi, they might know about him, or whoever he's texting anyway, or it could be some older person or someone he knows, his family knows, or something. I don't know. It's obviously kept a secret for a reason, but I think it's a relationship, not like a drug dealer or something. I think it's actually a relationship. Yeah, I guess we'll see how that plays out. But it does feel a little romantic, in my opinion. Because why else are you smiling at your phone when someone texts? But I really don't think it's Nat. And then he's been sneaking out too, so that's kind of suspicious. Sneaking out in the middle of the night? I don't know. Okay, I will update you again a little bit later. That's all I have for right now. Okay, this is my third update, I think, so far. I just read chapter 14, so it's been a good chunk since I last updated you. We met Luke, Nat's boyfriend, which not a fan of, and I think obviously we all know he's lying about leaving that night because Nat was gonna say something. So obviously he definitely left the house that night, and I don't think he likes Connor very much, so he's a little suspicious to me. Also, he kind of seems a little controlling over Nat. I don't know. We'll kind of see more on that, how that plays out. Next big thing that happened is we found out Connor went to a calamity party after the funeral. So that's weird because, teen party, and he's not a teen anymore. So that's kind of weird, and it's stuff his brother even goes to sometimes, and no one, some people kind of recognized him. We found out through photos. And then he had that weird phone call that I forgot his name, the one guy overheard anyway. And so and it was something about no, I'm not doing that to a kid. And that kind of feels what are we doing? kidnapping, hurting, blackmailing, anything like that. And obviously to a specific teenager at this party, I'm guessing. And he was talking to someone on the phone. Maybe the someone he's been texting? Question mark. I don't know. Maybe not the person he's been texting either, because he's been acting weird. So I don't know. It could be the person he's texting, or almost could seem like someone else he's talking to. I'm not sure. The whole situation is kind of weird. I think was watching a teen at the party for whatever this phone call was for, and didn't go through, hopefully, with whatever this phone call was for. I think we'd know if he did. But something happened there, so maybe that phone call is a major reason he's missing. And then we also had, he wasn't actually working at Pip's mom's office for like the past 2 weeks or something, I think. He got fired because he was trying to use the business credit card. So he needs money for something, and he told Pip's mom it was life or death. So that almost makes me think he's being blackmailed. Maybe he did have a relationship with this person he's texting, whatever. Someone finds out and wants to hurt him, so they start blackmailing the person he's texting, or going after his family. And so the person on the phone is the person blackmailing him and trying to hurt whoever he was either talking to, or like his family. So he's trying to protect them and do what the person on the phone is asking him to do. And maybe that's the life or death situation. And he needed to get money. He's watching a kid at the party, but we don't know which kid yet. I don't think we figured that out. For sure, we know he was alive until at least 10:32 p.m. or not missing, whatever. He has been spotted until 10:32 p.m. and then we don't know where he's gone after that. So we'll keep watching. And he was only at the party for a little over an hour. So obviously he went to look for this specific person, and then, phone call. So whatever it is, I guess we'll figure that out more. I'll let you know when I start to figure out some more. I don't know. I feel like he's not dead. I guess I just kind of hope he's not dead, because that'd be really sad, actually. Oh my god, I'm actually so sorry. I've been calling Jamie Connor this entire video. Connor's the younger brother, Pip's best friend. Jamie's the brother. So I'm really sorry about that. I'll try to type the name over every time I say Connor. I mean Jamie, except for like the first time I think I did an update. Connor's brother, but Jamie, okay. I'll try to fix that. I'm sorry if I didn't fix it in some parts and you're like, who is she talking about? I'm talking about Jamie. But I'll update you guys again later. Okay, back with another update. I'm on chapter 19 currently. We just found... Okay, so I don't remember the last chapter I updated with, to be honest. But we found out more. He was seen again later at about 11:40. So now we're going based off of there when he's missing. And we found out he was getting catfished by a girl who looks like Stella from school. So someone's using her photos, editing her as blonde, and catfished Jamie. And her name was Layla. And we have just found Layla and messaged her on Connor's photography account. And her message was, "Hey Pip, you're getting closer," with a smiley face. So she obviously was waiting for that message, knowing Connor was missing, and she knew Pip figured out the last case that went around that town. So obviously she was kind of, I'm guessing, expecting and just waiting for this message to happen. And she probably knew it was gonna be from a very like random account and not directly from Pip, because she knows she's smarter than that. So obviously this Layla, whoever she is smart herself. She seems to be a step ahead. So We're thinking she is actually a girl because Connor, oh my god, I keep doing that. I keep calling Jamie Connor. I already have to edit that out of the video so many times. She was talking to Jamie on the phone, which she could have used some sort of like voice app to like change her voice to a woman's voice if he's not a girl. But also her being so smart makes me just think a girl, because guys aren't that smart, whatever. And then also her new history teacher was following her, so that's maybe something. Maybe she reached out to him, maybe he's connected. I feel like it'd be crazy to have the history teacher connected both times, but I don't know anything. And then maybe Stella is somehow connected. Maybe Stella doesn't know she's connected, but maybe this Layla girl knows Stella and that's why she used her photos. I'm not sure. And that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, there's a lot. We've got a lot going on. Connor's like very involved in this, so that's kind of fun to see. And we obviously have Robbie and the case going on with Max Hastings, so we're learning more updates on that too throughout this. Yeah, but obviously this girl, this Layla person, is pretty smart, because she knows Pip is figuring it out, because she was waiting for that message from a random account, because she knows Pip is too smart to just message her from her account. So I guess we'll see what happens. And it said less than a mile away, so I don't know if... I'm assuming she just was smart enough to know Pip was catching on and figured it out, is my assumption. And that's why she knew Pip was going to message. And hopefully because she's not, like, spying on her and they, like, put a camera in her room. So I don't really have suspects right now. I don't think it's going to be someone we already know. Nat's boyfriend is still a little suspicious to me, but I don't know if he's necessarily involved or he's just a jerk. I don't know. Hopefully Jamie comes out of this alive. We'll find out. Maybe him going missing, maybe he did run away in a sense. Maybe he went to go meet up with Layla. I'm guessing the angry phone call and the kid thing was him finding out that she catfished him and made him go awkwardly talk to this like 18-year-old at a party. Is maybe that could have been what the phone call was. Maybe there's another person involved, so maybe it's the history teacher. Maybe it's not its boyfriend. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily label them suspects. They're just suspicious. I have like suspects, yet I think it's gonna be someone we don't necessarily know completely yet. So I think Nat's boyfriend is suspicious of something. I'm not sure. I don't know. The conversation could have been between him and Layla, could have been between him and another person. He could have been taken. He could be missing because maybe Layla was like, let's actually meet up in person, and that's where he's gone. Wasn't necessarily trying to run away for like multiple days, just maybe for like an hour or two, but hopefully he comes out of this alive. We have a better outcome than the last. Okay, I just finished chapter 19. I literally just updated you probably 5 minutes ago, but I just finished chapter 19 and we just met Flora and Charlie. Okay, so we know where the watch came from now. Weird. Don't understand it. Anyways. Anyone else got weird vibes? I'm just saying Charlie, big internet, web guy, web design. I don't know, this thing called like AI, like Facetune, like editing. Could edit blonde hair on a girl and make it look really realistic. Flora, who's just a little too happy, innocent for me, and with a security camera. And goes to Pip's house right after this whole discovery of Layla and the profile getting shut down. And then them being one of Pip's neighbors, so would be within a mile. And the fact that they had discovered that earlier, where like they didn't have to show up at like 8 o'clock at night to her house. All I'm saying, weird. I'm watching out for them. It could be on another thing, but I don't know the timing. It's just a little odd. Anyways, I just wanted to say that. I needed to get that off my chest. Okay, I'm on chapter 37 right now. So much went down. Max Hastings not guilty. I don't even have words. Anyways, Max Hastings not guilty. We thought Jamie was dead for a second. That was scary. That was scary for all of us. Dad's very much not involved. Didn't think he was. So we had our search party. We found the knife with the yellow band that Jamie took because he did go home that night and he did wear a hoodie. So both the eyewitnesses were right. Just one saw him from the front, one saw him from the back. So we did find the knife, and it was at the farm, the barn, I think, where Andy Bell was found. So he ran there after running into Luke, Nat's boyfriend, who was also messaging Layla. And Layla's looking for Child Brunswick, which was the kid in the Scott Brunswick murder case, which I don't actually know if that's real or not, or if this was made up for the book. I don't actually know. I should look that up. Anyways, we're looking for this kid who would now be 29 to 30, which is why she's asking everyone their age and very specific, and they all look the same. So we still don't know who Layla is yet. Oh my god, so I've read a lot of chapters. Okay. We're good with Pip now. Nat and Pip are good. We're all, De Silva's also talking to Layla for sure, so we need to figure that out a little bit more. The $900, the brain, I don't think Jamie had brain cancer. I'm wondering if this Layla girl, whoever she is the one that had brain cancer, because she said she was sick to the history teacher. Told him she was sick, and that's why she's in town staying with her family. But she normally lives in New York, so she would have been in New York at the time of the Brunswick case, and so she maybe knew Child Brunswick, and that's why she came here to look for him, because she thinks he's here. And I think she set up the meeting between the two of them, and Jamie obviously found out something about the Child Brunswick thing. That was obviously something he found out, I'm guessing, in that phone call. Because he was saying something about a child. He was saying something about a child, not necessarily a child as in a minor, a child as in Child Brunswick. Okay. So that's who he has to be referring to as the child. And then obviously in that phone call, they were set up to meet each other. I'm guessing he was trying to meet her too, and that's how that happened. But I think the $900 was for her, and he was looking to give her $900. Oh my god, so much is unraveling in my head right now. You can, see the wheels turning. Okay. So Layla knew Child Brunswick at that time. He was about 29 to 30. We don't know how old she is. And we still have this Hillary girl. But maybe they were meeting at her grave. Maybe that's still what we're doing? I don't know. But we're on something about her. Personally, I think Child Brunswick might be Charlie, the neighbor. Charlie Child. I guess it doesn't have to be so much because they call him Child, so his name wasn't released. But that could be him, and he's only recently moved in, right? I think so. So maybe he's Child, but maybe he's trying to find Child. I don't know. Him and Flora are still I'm watching them. Max can go anywhere but here. Literally sick of him. Okay. So we're trying. Okay. So for whatever reason, she's trying to find this guy. I don't know why. Could be good or bad reasons, but she's trying to find him. And somehow Jamie found out about that on that phone call, and they were met to meet. And she stopped messaging the history teacher, obviously because the history teacher was going to find out she was catfishing him, so she couldn't keep messaging him. And now she's messaging Daniel De Silva. So we're watching him now too. But it seems to be Jamie's the one who went the furthest for her. No one seemed to have gotten that far. So something... she's still messaging people though. So I don't know, something about it. Or maybe she just had mentioned... No, it seemed like she was currently messaging Daniel Da Silva. So she might not necessarily be, like, she's involved, but she might not be the person that took Jamie or hurt Jamie or whatever. Could be someone else. I don't know. Obviously not Luke. I think he would have owned up to it. Seemed really mad. So I think he would have fessed up to that in that moment in time too. Okay, I'll probably update you next to when the book is finished. That's where I'm at right now. Brain is spiraling. We have lots of things going on. Also, Aunt and Lauren, actually hate them. Never want to see them again. I'll update you later. I just read the next chapter. Stanley Forbes. But it makes so much sense. Working at a newspaper, keeping an eye on what goes in and out of that newspaper, has a way to control the stories a little bit, so if anything were to ever get out about him, he can control that doesn't go into the newspaper. He can watch to see the stories that are coming around. Him keeping a close eye, not necessarily close eye on Pip, but he doesn't not like Pip, but he also, like, is a little wary of her. And I think it's because she figured out the Annabelle case and he's a little freaked out. Because guess who she talked to? Howie. He's freaked out she's gonna figure it out, which she just did. That's why he's, like, wary of her. He doesn't not like her, but he's also, like, not trying to get too close. Because he knows she could figure it out. And he knows that she talked to Howie and got Howie in jail. And Howie didn't want to go to jail. He could start talking. Which he did, apparently. Oh, he's either wondering if she already knew or that worried she's gonna figure it out. And she just did. Okay, so now I'll probably update you when the book's actually done, but I just had to, like, wow. But it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense him working in a newspaper like that. I just finished Good Girl, Bad Blood, and oh my god. Oh my god. Also, I freaking knew it was Charlie and Flora. I called that. It's in the video, so go back and look at the receipts. Because I called that they were, what's her name? Layla Mead. I called it. I knew it. Wow. Did not guess the rest of that going on. So it was Layla on the phone with him, and she was the one looking for, it was Flora, I guess, technically, but because Stanley's dad killed Charlie's twin sister, which situation's tough. That's not a black and white thing. I mean, it wasn't Stanley who technically killed him, and he was just a kid, and, you know, when your dad tells you to do something, you kind of just do it, right? I don't know. Especially when that's how you raised your whole life. What different was he supposed to know? It wasn't his fault, and obviously he was trying to make up for it with his life by living the most basic life he could, just, you know, I don't know, not get involved with it all. Very sad how he went. Very sad. And with Pip Vidal, she's had a rough go this book. She's had a rough time. Different from the first one. This one is more mentally taxing, for sure. No, her and Jamie, I think, will kind of be close throughout the next book a little bit, just because they kind of relate on the same, I guess, thoughts in this situation. Her and Robbie are so cute. Like, I love their little moments where it's just like, you know, say goodbye with the look of his eyes, or he hooks his foot underneath her leg. Like, just the little things that they don't even need to say to each other, that they just, like, communicate. It's so sweet. Yeah. I'm glad Jamie's alive and well. This was emotional. This book was a little bit more emotional than the first one, for sure. Wow. So I guess we'll see kind of what happens in the third book. I've updated a lot in this one, so I don't really have too many, like, final thoughts to say, I guess. But we'll see what happens in the third book, what case we're covering, what kind of happens with, you know, Max is still in town, we're still looking for Charlie and Flora. They're on the run right now. So I will have that book uploaded again in a separate vlog because these ones are kind of long because I'm doing full spoilers. So a little bit more to talk about in each video. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.